Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's going to be a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and don't manifest the rest, okay? Because you can make it happen. And after watching several of these readings today, I'm going to say that by watching a few of them, I got extremely anxious. Because my guess is that people are getting anxious because of the change that's happening. So, if you don't have a sore bone in your body and your ego isn't completely out of whack, you're usually giving pretty good advice. But today, I feel like a lot of it's fluff, a lot of it's hot air, and people trying to get you to stress out over nothing, second guess yourself, not be able to think for yourself. Think for yourself. Please think for yourself. And don't take the word of anybody online until you've already thought for yourself. And that includes Google, because they have rewritten the entire internet. So, take it with a grain of salt. Keep moving and use your common sense. All right? We have skill, we have leadership, and we have Osiris, renewal. Somebody is realizing who they are. They're coming into their power. They're coming into their leadership skills of renewal, which means healing from death. That, my dears, is a skill. It is not something that you can just do. Trust me, I had to do it just in the past 3 years. It's something that you have to work at and heal yourself from. And it isn't about this person or that person or another person. And it don't matter who you connect your energy with. If you're strong enough not to fall into that energy, then you can connect to any energy. Let me tell you. Okay, let me give you a for instance. Did Jesus discriminate on who he helped? Did he discriminate about who was entitled to his energy? No, he didn't. Because he was a real live healer. Money didn't matter to him. But I'm guessing he liked living a nice life. Comfortable life. But it wasn't required. You see, poor, rich, it didn't matter. Because he was the one all be all. Just like each and every one of you. So realize that when you get these tarot readings, you can totally manifest some freaky shit out of it with your own psyche. Be the leader in your own life here. Use your leadership skills for your renewal of love, abundance, and stability, and blessings. And I guarantee you that you'll be going down the right path if you go with your own guidance and not other people's, including mine. I love you guys, but I don't tell you this is what you have to do. I tell you this is what I'm trying to give you the energy for, and if it resonates and it helps you, wonderful. If not, and you don't get nothing, that's cool too. I'm just trying to help here. This is my job. All right? So somebody's paying an awful lot of attention to your Wheel of Fortune, whatever that might be. Could be a masculine, could be a Sagittarius, but I am getting the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. So somebody's getting some bad news here. They're losing money. They're very selfish. And that's pretty much all they care about. They made a deal with the wrong one. Instead of making a deal with God and doing what was right and in their integrity, which they could have done in the most recent past, but didn't. Spirit said, "You done. This is over. Payment due." Alright? That doesn't mean they have to pay for it materially. That means they have to pay for it spiritually. Libra, Taurus energy. And sometimes that's way more expensive than just your bank account. And some of these people don't know. You know, they think that, oh, don't accept that gift because it's bad juju. No, it's not. It's what you do. Especially if you work for it. You know, I took a day off and everybody's coming at me like, "Where you at? What you doing?" Why? Because you're hearing other tarot readers say they're of a low vibration? Yeah, I ain't never going to change my energy for anybody. I'm still going to be me, 110%. So, don't stop reading so much into that, because I do feel the anxiety and the anxiousness of the collective because of all the amping up of the energy. I'm not saying it don't exist. And I'm not saying that you won't resonate with it. What I'm saying is, you take it with a grain of salt and you keep moving. Don't put yourself in a position that you don't need to be in, which is stressful enough all by itself. In the immediate future, this person is going to be heavily burdened by their playing ways with the Queen of Cups and the swing swing. This person wants to come tell you the truth, viewer. They want to love you, and I do feel like it's a love bombing situation. They may even offer you a lot of money, but they're also going to offer you the truth. Now, whether or not you take that money is your free will. I cannot tell you to do that, nor can any other reader or any person on the face of the earth. Okay? That's always your choice. And if you're not an evil person, then it won't be used for evil things. So like I said, somebody's playing with the Queen of Cups here. Got the swing swing, the love bomber coming in, wants to let go of an emotional connection, have a brand new beginning at the Ten of Cups with you. This person feels like you're going to leave them. Like they've got some serious abandonment issue here. I feel like this person might even have kids. They got some serious kind of abandonment issue here. And they think you're going to get all this money and you're going to become this wealthy person and whatever the case may be. And you're going to leave them out in the cold. Anybody that's any kind of person would never leave their family out in the cold, even if they were mad at them. I wouldn't. That's just me. Now, maybe some of them, but not my children. Ever. No matter what they've done. Competition, enemy, clever, look over your shoulder. 5 of Wands as the factors affecting the situation. This is the epitome of what I was just talking about. Slandering, gossiping, competition, people competing against each other for that next great thing, to be the big star or whatever the case may be. Like I said, my dragon shark don't care. But there's a choice here. And that choice is to have strength over the mind. strength over your mind. Who's going to have that strength? Is it going to be you? Or is it going to be these 5 other people? Keep that in mind. Leo energy. Outside influence. Outside influence. Like I said, I'm a mama through and through. And I'll hold you up by the arm and spank your ass as you're running around in circles. I don't do nothing but speak truth. I don't have no reason not to. I done died and come back to life. So there's that. The outside influence here is the truth of the past of the Hanged Man. So this person is very, very hung up on. These people are very hung up on your energy from your past. And that's the truth. Why? I'm feeling like this stalkery energy is kind of like the Silence of the Lambs energy. That's how sickening it is. Only they want to be you, so they dress like you, they talk like you, they want to take on your energy, but they can't never be you. This is where they keep getting stuck. Because they can't ever be you, no matter what fake persona they put on. Like I said, that Silence of the Lamb thing here. What did he say? He puts the lotion on its skin. So this person has been so obsessed with you that they are literally trying to take on your energy and your persona. It has nothing to do with the cash. Cash is just extra. But it's like somebody who's trying to pretend to be Jesus. Somebody who's trying to pretend to be a leader when they're not one. They're just karmic. They're in competition. They're all climbing over each other trying to get to the top. Darth Vader shit. Sorry. And the vision I got was kind of like that Constantine energy where, you know, at the end of the movie, Lucifer goes to take him away after he shuts down Gabriel, or whoever that fallen angel was. And then as the devil goes to take him away because he's dying, he gets stopped, and then on the way out, Constantine is flipping him off because he's going to heaven because he was a sacrifice for the highest good. Okay? And you just got to stay. It doesn't matter who's working where and who's on whose side. As long as you stay in your ultimate truth and you're doing what's right, you will always go to heaven. Somebody wants to put an end to your singlehood if you are single. But they bring in the swing. Alright? They're going to try. Can't say they're not. It's up to you whether you're going to take the bait. So I do feel like this is bait. And it's more about your own ethics and how you feel about it. On how this is going to turn out. As to what someone says, does, has, did, or was. You know, you could end up the happiest person in the world. The most perfect relationship. 6 of Wands. But I do feel like there's a race for divine feminines right now. This is going to be for real with you. 4 of Wands, or 4 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. This is who thinks they're going to win this. Competition for the divine feminine. They want to be the leader that sits next to the real divine feminine. And I'm getting that I'm getting that song by Eminem. Where's Real Slim Shady? Please stand up. We're all divine feminines. It's not, I mean, as long as you're holding that energy within, you're a divine feminine. You're a divine masculine. You're balanced. You're on the middle path. You're not Luciferian. You're not, God, what's the word? The guy down there, Hades. You're not, like real dark, and you're not real light. You're in the middle, and you paid your dues. And those stitching now. And got humming going on here. I don't know what that's all about. I guess we'll find out. But you're in the middle. You're balanced in your masculine and feminine energy, and that's what causes this renewal. The feminine renews the masculine. This is what's happening on the planet right now. So the masculines are learning who their feminine is, because their feminine has healed their heart. And people are taking this one step too far, because there's multiple feminines, and they're healing on a multiple level. So not everybody can be with one person. Okay? That's not how it works. I mean, unless y'all into that, but I ain't, I'd be lucky if I can hang with one, let alone any more than that. Yeah, you already told this person you don't want him. This person feels jilted, rejected. And they want to send you a message. I do feel like it's get even message. So be very aware of that. Alright? Somebody's got their eye on the prize here. They see the truth. They're going to send you a message. Could be Sag, could be a Libra, could be a Scorpio. But somebody wants to win here. Win what? I don't know. A relationship with you? I don't even know if I want another one, to tell you the truth. Yeah, the last one that did me wrong, did me dirty, is trying to come back. And I said, no. I'm leaving. Bye, Felicia. This was not what they wanted. Now they're like losing sleep, freaking out, because you ended things. 10 of Wands on the 10 of Wands here. 10 of Wands in the future. 10 of Wands is the challenge. You were right to do this. If you're worried about it at all, don't worry about it. It was the right thing to do. Okay? Enough's enough already with the 5 of Wands here. Enough's enough. It's time for you to move into your new paradigm, viewer. And in doing so, you conquer what is necessary for you to conquer. And this is what's necessary for you to conquer. Lust. Greed. Somebody in the Knight of Wands coming towards the Queen of Cups with an Ace of Cups, because they're in love. Now, if you don't want to give this person access to you because it feels icky, don't. That's a choice. If you give this person access and you know it feels icky, that's also a choice. I'm not going to tell you what to choose, because that's not how I do things. I give you the information and you go with it as you like. Your wish, not mine. Like I said, my Dragon Shock takes a day off and everybody loses their damn minds. I'm allowed to have a day off, guys. I'm allowed. And I will see you guys later tomorrow for more readings. But I'm not gonna stress myself and burn myself out because other people are so competitive. I'm me, they are them, and this is how it's gonna be. Queen of Swords done cut out a three-party situation, and that's done. That's done. That contract is null and void because this person chose to not see. They chose to not grow and stay confused in the dark. So now they think this person might be good looking, okay? And they think because they're good looking, they can just come in and go, I want you. I want you. And you're just going to go, oh, well, thank you. Yeah, swing, just think that is special, darling. I'm sorry. This person is afraid of losing you. They know they're losing you. And you're done. Here's the Page of Wands again. Or Page of Swords again. It keeps repeating itself over and over again. This person is stuck in a loop. They're in a loop of endless suffering. Because what they should have picked, they didn't pick. And now they're stuck with their choices. While they have to watch you do you. I don't know if you're in the public eye or not, but if you are, this could be a Gemini. I feel like whoever you are putting this burden down, you're putting it to rest once and for all. You have done this in the most recent past. Don't doubt yourself now. Alright? There was a reason that this truth came out and that you cut somebody out. There was a reason for it. Don't second guess yourself now or in the immediate future. If you know what this person does and you know it's icky and you don't want any part of it, stick to those guns and do not let this person manipulate your energy because they're going to try. Judgment. Again, we have Sagittarius competing with a whole group of people to try to get in your energy. They have no sight, viewer. They are blind as a bat. They have no higher self. Like I said, I feel like they sold you out for a dream or for whatever this was that they thought they were justified in a Three of Cups. So they don't get access to you now unless you let them. If you give that to them, they will have it. But that is up to you. I cannot tell you to do that or not to do it. Yeah, somebody's seeing the facts and the truth here in the situation. This is the King of Swords. So like I said, whatever truth or situation that's coming out into the open right now is really, really brutal for whoever this is that might have played you or that might have played in your energy. It's brutal for them, and I'm seeing the Star card here. They could be an Aquarius, they could be a Sagittarius. Hell, they could have teamed up together, who knows? But they're seeing the truth about the strength of your Ace of Cups. How about them apples? The Ace of Cups that allows you to be stronger than almost all of these other energies. The truth, and nothing but the truth. Check out my post on my community tab. You're seeing the results of people's little dark things coming back to haunt them because they didn't stand in their truth. It was something I've been preaching for the last 2 years. It's something that needs to be done. Then you've got nothing to be in regret or sorrowful for. Or to apologize for either. You're going to get a message and somebody's going to pick a fight with you. Be very careful of this person because I do feel like they're out to finish you off. And I don't mean that in a good way. Alright? I don't want you paranoid of it either. I want you to make up your own mind. But the challenge here is to let this end once and for all. To let go of it. Not to worry about the stalking. To let go of the stalking. To let go of all the need to know and stressing yourself out and fighting your own shadow. Because that's exactly what this energy is trying to get you to do. If you're too busy fighting your own shadow, you're not thinking straight. I want you to think straight. And in realistic, right here, now terms. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Right here, right now. Make your judgment about what you see going on. And be stronger than what's being forced down your throat. Alright? Especially from this masculine, whoever they are. I do feel like there's an energy where somebody's gonna become no more. And they're trying to take you with them. It's as simple as that. And there's a difference between being devoted to someone and loyal to your path. There's a difference. You're going to get a message from possibly an Aries or a Scorpio from your past. And they could be going. I'm just going to be 100 with you because that's a death on the death. This person is afraid of death. They're scared to death because they've been putting too much time in with the demon. And they know what karma that they've manifested for themselves. They think you can save them. You can save yourself by forgiving them, but you can't save them from their karma. They have to answer to what they've done, just like you did. Just like the crawl up from hell that you did. This person may not be able to handle it like you did, but that is where your judgment is going to be important. Because if you decide to allow this person to take you with him, oh, they most certainly will. And then they do win. Because you stooped to their level. You lowered your vibration. You lowered your intuition and your gut feeling. To let this person have one last go at your energy. I don't advise it. But you do you, sweetums. You do you. Let's see if we can figure out who these people are. Already been here 28 minutes and I haven't even gotten into the oracles yet. Lovers again, family room, courtship. This is all to do with the marriage and somebody wanting to get let off the hook. So maybe their penance will be a little less if they come in and marry you. But I do feel like there's three people here. There's still three people here. There's a lover, there's a family room, there's a courtship, there's a marriage, a concern, and a main male. So somebody's already married to somebody else. 333. Can't make it up. And they may want to propose for you to be the side person or the side piece. I don't know what that is. That's why I tell you, take it as it resonates. But this main male thinks that they all about this. They are concerned about their marriage. they're also concerned about a courtship with a lover. So, like I said, you deal with that the way you deal with that. If you're willing to settle for that, more power to you. I'm not dating for that very reason. I'd rather be, and I know it's isolating, and I know it can get lonely sometimes. That's why I paint. That's why I make jewelry. That's why I do other things creatively to take up my time. Because you can't stop God's plan. It's time to find out how powerful you are. How powerful are you? Being true self-honesty? Or giving into the same shit different day and letting somebody destroy me? Or you? Eye on you, stalking, watching technology. Call me when you're sober. They only want what they can't have. Healthy energetic boundaries is in reverse, so be very aware of that. Materialism, illusions over reality. Listen to this. Stressing, overload, drama. Time to fly. Time to go. Old habits. Realizing you are who you are and stunned at your power. Finding the true self and discovery and purpose. This is what you're here to do. Not to save the rest of the world, but to find out who you are in the scheme of things and where you fit in your own life. Not in anybody else's, but in your own life. Who you are to you. That's all Spirit asks of you. Not for you to save the entire frickin' world. That is not your job. These spiritual people, they went one overboard on many occasions. And we're just going to say that, yeah, I'm not even going to go there, but they went way overboard thinking that they could take other people's power when it was all an illusion. It's all an illusion. And if you allow people to stress you out over a tarot reading, then you're giving away your power, viewer. You're letting them have your full attention and your full manifestation power. Okay? Make healthy choices in love and life. Because there is some kind of lightning about to strike. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. This has something to do with your stability. With your stability, your security, your permanence, and growth. And this is why you have so many energies coming at you right now trying to get you to be off balance. Because this has everything to do with stability and love. Have faith. Love is coming. And some of these older energies do not want to let you go. Make healthy choices in love and life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. And then, when you're balanced in making good decisions and not in the Two of Swords, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and the new phase of the Phoenix begins. Okay? Like I said, if you're looking for your true self, you will not find it in another. You'll only find that here. By calming the storm within and asking yourself, is this what I really want? Or does it feel icky? Is this what I really want? Or does it feel icky? Because I do feel like somebody's asking you to take a back seat to another relationship. Or take a side seat, however you look at that. They may not tell you that because they're coming in like this. They're watching, they're stalking, they're I'm feeling like this guy right here. Like he's slobbering over his damn computer. Probably your pictures if you're an Instagram model. I'm just saying. Curiosity meets opportunity. You are rare and free. There are not many like you, which is why everybody's trying to compete for your spot. In a relationship, in online, whatever the case may be. Investigate, look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. I can't say it better. There's no harm in being curious. No harm in that at all, as long as you do it from a grounded place. Time, pressure, in a rush. Somebody's in a rush because of their mortality. They want you to forget who you are and not have a memory of who you really are. You can change overnight by making every moment count and being in the present, not living in tomorrow and not living in yesterday, and not worried about every single thing that you got to make a decision about because some person told you that they're predicting your future. You don't have to make any decisions at all. You can simply sit there in your balance and your peace, smile, have a great lunch, and enjoy your life. You do not have to be what all these people are saying. We have to race, we have to get to the you are already the prize. Let that sink in. You're already the prize because you're at peace. Yeah. Set your course on where you're going to go next. And don't look back to what was, because this person don't mean you any good. They want you to keep repeating patterns. They want you to stay asleep like them so you can go to your proverbial death before your own death. Or you can choose to stay awake. Awareness. What is the lesson? Breaking the cycle and stopping the pattern of this endless Saturnian loop that is trying to pull you back into old energy that you don't belong in anymore. It is time for growth, to cleanse and release, to clear blocks, listen to your system, and let energy flow, because I do feel like there is some kind of block in the body right now that's got everybody really tight and tense and stomach upset and everything else. Well, that is your soul telling you that there's too many energetic intrusions on your boundaries that you've allowed to happen from a community. Divine timing is here. All you got to do is reach for it and let that light shine like a diamond, unapologetically. Take a pause, play with your inner child, go paint. The ego has lots of illusions for you if you keep following it, all this stuff that's going on and allowing other people to bend your will instead of you bending your own will. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. My will is stronger. I call the shots in my life. Nobody can bend my will but me. Dark or light. Be that strong over your own mind and heart. And do what's right for you. Not what feels icky and not what everybody else is doing or saying or whatever. Sorry, I don't mean to do that. The what is it called? What's it called? What's it called? I don't know. You put it in the comments. I don't mind. I don't mean to keep doing that, but like I said, just a lot of this energy is so unnecessary. And my dragon shark is gonna sit here and put it right for a minute. Y'all take it as you want to, but I want y'all to understand that these masks are very illusionary. And the only thing that's required of you is to take a step back, unapologetically be your inner child, and enjoy your life. Be in the moment. Don't let anybody tell you who you are. You're renewing who you are right now. The old you is gone. The new you is being reborn. And it can be born through love or destruction and chaos. That's up to you, not anybody else. Not a reader, not a spiritualist, not even God. As long as you're willing to talk and commune with God, that's all that's needed. But He won't make your decision for you either. You have free will. And that is a given divine right. Alright, so we got discovering magic here. So many people are discovering magic. But I'm going to tell you, here's where the true magic lies. In your creativity and your inner child. Children don't ask if they're doing the right thing. They just do it. Because their inner soul tells them they don't have to follow the rules. Raspberry does. Is that what I call raspberry? I don't know. I'm a big little kid, so there's that. So we got discovering magic. The world is a vast and wondrous place, filled with so many mysteries waiting to be discovered. So let us approach it with a sense of wonder and curiosity, and never stop learning and exploring. Absolutely. The power of love. Love is the most powerful force in the world. So let us find comfort and support in the love and companionship of our family and friends, and watch it as it uplifts us and brings us together. Now, if you don't have family and friends around you, uplift yourself. Enjoy your life. It is brief, my loves. Do not count on somebody else to tell you how to live it. Alright? That is my best advice for you. And I'm going to read you this card this time because I've got Winged Seer. You see clearly. You're definitely clairvoyant. And then we have Faceless Ghost and Haunted Ghost People. A haunted girl. So I do feel like this has something to do with what I've been talking about through this whole reading. The haunted girl. Being haunted by shadows. It is not necessary for you to haunt yourself by allowing other people to manipulate your energy in some of the worst ways possible. Okay. I'm just going to read you the divination message, alright? The haunted girl speaks. The faceless ones are coming to me, trying to take advantage of what they see as my moment of weakness. But I do not fear them, as I know they are blank, formless, and simply taking any energy they can find. I know who I am, and I clearly see that they do not. They are simply spirits who have lost their way, and so they feed off others. I may not be the strongest at this time, but I am stronger than they will ever be. They will not feed off of me, for I know who they are, and what it is they seek. I do not wish them harm, but neither will I give my energy away to them. I will also warn you to do the same. The divination message is, you may seem in need of help to people who actually have an agenda at the moment. People around you are acting like experts and supporting each other in a group mindset and wanting you to join them for your own good. Despite your misgivings, they either Where am I at? They either do not have fully formed identities, or they are too easily taking on the beliefs and ideas of the powerful other. You may be asked to join with others in their beliefs and be alarmed at the mindset and belief system that seems very blank and faceless, devoid of human joy and warmth. It is wise for you to keep your own counsel, remain detached, and wait for the faceless ones to reveal themselves. They will change when an even more powerful person for them to attach to comes along. Know that until they find their own selves and commit to following that path, they will be as blank pages, written upon by whatever hand comes near them. Do not be like this. Make your own mark in the world. There could be limitation taking place, where your work and ideas and even your personality are being copied too closely. Oh, I had that upside down, sorry. My bad. Being copied too closely. So these people are taking on your energy and then telling you what you should do with it. How silly is that? Keep that in mind while you're out there listening to other people's opinions and what you should do. You should see clearly with clairvoyance. See through the bullshit. Because it's got to make sense. Make it make sense for you, not for anybody else. Alright? Well, those are your messages, my babies. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you tomorrow sometime. It's going to be later in the day because I'm taking a breather. You okay? Mama's still around. Don't get scared. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.